good morning for the management of Lajak Laku and lecturers. Today, Group Hash is going to present about the data analysis for the Lajak Kurio tablet hash. So before I start to present, I'm going to introduce my group members, which is number 1, the Nur Izati Nabila, number 2, Kimberly Edwin, number 3, Muhammad Izuddin, and last is me, Kyoseta. So for the part 1, we are going to present the summarized data for the Lajak Kurio tablet hash. So for the numerical form, the data is summarized in the form of summation, mean, and numerical method by using data analysis and application of pivot table in Microsoft Excel. Then the data is summarized in tabular form for frequency of weight and also relative density. So for the frequency of weight, the interval is around 10, and for the interval of the frequency of relative density is about 2. So next, the data for average and frequency of data is summarized in graphical form by using bar chart. So below is the 6 bar chart that represent the data analysis. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is Nur Izati Nabila binti Rasli with the metric number E20EA5003 and I'm from Group H. So I will be explaining for part B. So for part B, it asks whether there is significant evidence that Lajak Laku tablet products, regardless of shifts, in December 2021 do follow the distribution or not. In order to solve this question, we will do the goodness of fit test. And for the first step, we will do the hypothesis statement. And for our X is the Lajak Laku tablet produced regardless of shifts in December 2021. For H note, X follow normal distribution and H null is X does not follow normal distribution and H naught is our claim. Second step is test statistic. So we find the frequency table and the range, and then we calculate the probability for each range and calculate the EI value. And if the EI value is less than 5, we need to sum the value until we get more than 5. And after that, we calculate for this value OI minus EI power of 2 divided by EI, and then we sum up all of the value from this last row and we can get the chi-square test. Then we will do the rejection region by comparing our chi-square test that we have calculated from the last table, and then we will find the chi-square from the table, which is with the alpha 0.05 and the degree of freedom 5, and we get the 11.0705. Last step is conclusion, and since chi-square test is less than chi-square 0.05 and degree of freedom 5, then we accept H naught, and therefore we accept our claim that the Lajak Laku tablet produced regardless of shifts in December 2021 follow normal distribution. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Kimberly Edwin Nagiman and I will explain on question C. So question C asks us to present the required analysis and comment on whether there is any significant difference between tablet weights from the different shifts. The first thing we have to do is to extract the data for table weights for morning, evening, and night shifts. From the question itself, it is related to the analysis of variance. So for this particular question C, we will perform the ANOVA test by using Microsoft Excel. The first step is to write down the hypothesis statement. HO is no significant difference exists, while H1 is significance does exist between the table weights. The second step is to perform the test statistics by using ANOVA test. From it, we obtain this output where we provide us this summary from the shifts, and the most important component that we want to get from this test is the F-test value, which is 0.7280. Then we go on to the rejection region. From the statistical table, the value of F alpha V1 V2 is 3.0418. This means the F-test value is less than 3.0418, then we have to accept H naught. In conclusion, since F-test is less than F0.052197, we accept H naught and reject H1. Therefore, there are no significant difference between tablet weights from the different shifts with a significance level of 0.05. That's all from question C. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Izuddin bin Amri. Now I will explain on part D regression analysis. Okay, from the question, we know that the tensile strength represent the dependent variable and the relative density represent the independent variable. From the linearity test result, concluded that 95% confidence in linear relationship between the tensile strength of the pill and the relative density is valid. Equation to describe this relationship is y equal to mx plus c. Here is the Excel analysis for the linear equation coefficient and the linear regression equation obtained from the Excel. Okay, next here is the line fit plot for the actual tensile strength and the predicted tensile strength. The blue dot represents the actual tensile strength and the orange dot represents the predicted tensile strength. Okay, from the graph, we can see that the tensile strength and the relative density is in a positive linear relationship. For estimation error, the tensile strength should be 0 when the relative density is 0. The value intercept C also should be 0. From the Microsoft Excel estimation, the intercept C is 0.3552301887. The standard error of estimate for the intercept C is 33.88%. The gradient obtained is 0.07667126, and the standard error of estimate for the gradient is 0.384%. Okay, from the hypothesis test on the validity of intercept value C is 0 with 95% confidence. Next here is the predicted tensile strength from linear regression equation. The equation we obtained just now, y is equal to 0.3552301887 plus 0.0766726x. Okay, for the relative density of 38%, the predicted tensile strength is 5.5688 megapascal. At relative density of 74.3%, the predicted tensile strength is 6.0519 megapascal, and at 80.1%, the predicted tensile strength is at 6.4966 megapascal. Next, here is summary output obtained from Excel. So from the data, we can conclude that there is a strong positive relationship between the tensile strength and relative density, and the linear regression model is valid to predict the test result of the tensile strength of the pill based on its relative density with up to 95% accuracy.